Okay guys, so welcome back again. So in this video, we'll be talking about a state management library for React that is called Recoil. So you might be already using the context API that is built into React, or you might be using Redux for state management in React applications. But according to me, Recoil is by far the most easiest library for state management in React applications. Though on the date of recording this video, it is still in beta mode or it is still in development mode, but still you can use it inside your applications because Facebook has been using it internally for the past 1 year or so. So before continuing ahead, let's see that what we are going to build in this video. So here we have a very simple counter application whose initial value is 15 as we can see. And then we have this emoji here whose font size is 60 pixels. That is 15 times 4 is 60. So that is what we are going to implement here. So if we click this button to increment the count, we see that the count has been incremented to 16 and the font size has been incremented to 64 pixels because the font size is dependent on this state variable, that is this count variable, and this font size is 4 times the value of this count variable. And if we increase the count, the size of this emoji goes on increasing. And if we simply want to reset the value of this count to the initial value, that was 15 in our case, so we can simply click this button, that is reset value, and the count has been resetted to 15. That was the initial value or the default value, and the font size has been adjusted accordingly. So now let's understand the very core concepts of Recoil. So if we click here get started, we see that how do we install Recoil inside our application. It is super simple to install. We simply have to do npm install Recoil, or if you are using yarn, then you simply need to do yarn add Recoil. So that's what we are going to do in a moment. And now let's have a look at the core concepts of this library. So in Recoil, we have two things. We have atoms and then we have selectors, as we can see here. Basically, an atom represents a piece of state, and it is super simple to define an atom. So here we have an atom, and then inside this we have an object here with a key and default value. Much like in use state thing, that is inside React, we need to provide in a default value or the initial value. So you can think of this default value as the initial value in use state thing. So this atoms represents a piece of state. And now what are selectors? Selectors are simply derived state. And as of now, I won't be talking much about selectors because you simply need to know one thing, that is selectors are derived state. In our completed application, we see that the font size of this potty is 60 pixels. So this is a derived state, which is derived from this state variable, that is the count variable. So without wasting any time, let's jump into our code here. So here what I've done is that I've created a very basic React application using the create React app package by doing npx create React app. And here we have a simple app thing here. And then we are seeing this heading here, that is Recoil tutorial, that comes from this app here. And our application has been started on port 3000, I suppose. So now the first thing to do is to install Recoil. So to do that, what we need to do, we simply need to do npm i recoil. So I'll do npm i recoil like this, and note here that you would be getting an error here most likely because since Recoil is in development mode, so its peer dependency React is 16.13 version, but in our case, if we have a look at the package.json file, we have installed the React version of 17.0.1, that is using the create React app package. So now to install this Recoil inside our application, what we need to do, we simply need to force the installation here. So we'll do npm i recoil -f. So that's all what we need to do, and it will take a moment or so. And now let me start the application. So the application is always started. So let me start the application. Let me minimize the terminal window here. And now let me adjust this thing here. And now we have a look at this package.json file. We see that Recoil has been installed inside our application. So now what do we need to do? We need to go inside our index.js folder, and here we need to import something. So let's do it. So import something from Recoil like this. And then what we need to import? We need to import the Recoil root like this. And now what we need to do? We need to simply wrap this app component inside this Recoil root component. So we'll say Recoil root like this, and then we need to wrap this app inside this Recoil root. So that's all what we need to do inside our index.js file. And now let's open our app.js file. So firstly, as we know that to create a piece of state, we need to create an atom here. But before creating an atom, we need to import something from the Recoil library. So what we'll do, we'll simply say, let me minimize the sidebar here. So we'll do import something from Recoil. And what we need to import? we need to import a couple of things. So firstly, we need to import an atom here. So as we know that atom is a piece of state. So how to define an atom? So before defining my state here, let me provide some content here so that it would make more sense. So here we'll say the count value is something, and that something we'll put in a moment. And then we also need an H3 here, which should say the font size of potty is something, and we'll fill in the blanks later on. And then we need to have the potty itself. So let me put in the emoji of the potty here. So where is the potty here? So it's the potty here. And now we need to have two more buttons here. So let me provide in two buttons here. So button. So it should say increase count. And then we also need to have a button that should reset the value of the count to initial value. So reset count like this. So now if we save this and if we reload the page here, we see that we are getting these values here. So now let's see that how do we define our state using an atom here. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to name my state variable, or I'm going to name my count as count atom. And this can be any name, and this can be inside any of your files. It need not be inside app.js itself. So const count atom should be equal to an atom, and this takes in an object here. And it needs two things. Firstly, it needs to have a key, and this key should be unique between your atoms and your selectors. So since we only have a single atom here, so it isn't a problem. But if you are having multiple atoms, that is if you are having multiple global states, then this key should be unique between those atoms and those selectors. So here let me provide in the key. So let's simply call it count atom like this. And then it needs to have a default value, or say the initial value. So let's say the initial value is 15 like this. So let's save this. And now to use this atom inside our application or inside our component, what we need to do, we need to import the use recoil state hook here. So we'll say use recoil state like this. And now we'll use this hook, that is use recoil state, inside our app component. So we'll say something like this, that is const something should be equal to use recoil state. And here what we need to pass, we simply need to pass in the atom. So here we can pass in our count atom like this. And now what it returns as an array. So the first value of this array would be the count itself, and the second value of this array would be set count like this. And it is very similar to the simple use state hook. So here we have count and we have set count. So now if we want to provide in the value of the count here, that is the count value is something. So what we can do, we can simply provide it here like this count. And now to increase the count, what we can do, we can simply have an onClick method on this button. So this should be fired whenever someone clicks on this button. And here we can simply say set count to be count plus 1, simply like this. So let's save this. And that's all what you need to do to create a global state inside your application. So now we see that the count value is 15. And if we click on this button, that is increase count, we see that the value is increasing. So now let's see that how do we reset the count. So for that, what we need to do, we simply need to import one more hook, that is use reset recoil state like this. And now to use this hook, that is use reset recoil state, what we need to do, we need to use this hook inside our app component. So we'll say use reset recoil state, and here we need to pass in something. So what we need to pass here, we need to pass here count atom, since we want to reset the state of the count atom. And now what it returns as a function to reset the count. So let's call that function reset count like this. And now we can pass this function inside the onClick event of this button. So we can say onClick should be equal to reset count, simply like this. So let's save this application. And now if we increase the count here, we see that we are able to increase the count, but as soon as we press this button, that is reset count, we see that the count has been resetted to the initial value, that is the default value, and that is 15 in our case. So this is how easy it is to use global state using the recoil library. So now let's have a look at what selectors are. So as I've told you before, that selectors are a piece of derived state. So how do we create a selector? It is very simple to create a selector. Firstly, we need to define our selector, or before defining our selector, we need to import selector from recoil. So we'll say import selector from recoil. And now we'll create a selector here. So we'll say const font size selector, and this can be again any name, should be equal to selector. And here we need to provide in an object here. And firstly, what we need to provide a key to the selector. And again, this key should be unique inside your application. That is, inside each and every selector, each selector should be unique. So let me simply provide here font size selector like this. And then we have another field here, and that is the get field, which would return the actual value here. And here it takes in a function here. And here we have a get thing here, that is a get method here like this. And now to calculate the font size depending on this count atom, what we need to do, let's create a variable first here. So we'll say const count equal to something. And how do we get the count here inside the selector thing here? We can simply use this get here, that is this get function, to get the count of this atom. So here we can provide in count atom like this. And now to calculate the font size, what we'll do, we'll simply say const font size equal to count times 4, because we want our font size to be 4 times the value of this count variable. And finally, we need to return something from this function here. So what do we want to return? Since we want to return font size, so we can directly return font size here. So we can return font size like this. And now how do we use this font size selector? We have another hook in recoil, that is use recoil value. So we'll say use recoil value. That is a hook in recoil. And now we'll use this use recoil value inside our app component with the selector. So we'll say const something equal to, and I'll fill in the blanks in a moment. That is this blank I'm talking about. So I'll fill it in a moment. And this should be use recoil value. And here, what we need to provide here, we need to provide in this selector here, that is font size selector. So we can provide in this font size selector like this, and this returns as an actual value, that is this value. So we can simply call it font size like this. So let's save this. So nothing would happen because we haven't provided a style to this paragraph tag. So we'll say style equal to, and here we can provide in the font size like this. And here we can directly pass in this font size. So let's save this. So now we see that the size of this emoji has been automatically increased because its font size is 60 pixels, because the value is 15 and we are getting 60 pixels here. And let me fill in this blank also. That is the font size of the potty is something, and this should be font size like this. And here we can simply provide in pixels like this. So we see that the font size value is 60 pixels, and that is the actual font size of this potty here. So let me increase the count. So the size of the potty is increasing. And if we want to reset the count, we can simply click this button here, that is reset count. And now one thing more, that is in some of your components, you might only want to use the value of this atom, that is this count atom. You do not want to have this set count thing here. So what you can do, you can again use the same use recoil value hook to get the value of this count atom, that is this count state. So let's see that how do we do this. So this can be again done in any of the components. So here we can say const count value equal to use recoil value like this. And here we simply need to pass in our atom, that is our atom or count atom it is called. So count atom like this. And now let me provide it here, that is an h1 like this. This is only count value, and here we can simply provide in the value, that is count value like this. So let's save this. So now we can see that we are getting the value as 15 here, and if we increase the count here, we are getting 16, 17, 18, and the size of the potty is increasing. So if you have liked the video, do hit the like button. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. So thank you, bye bye, tata, take care and have a good day, and increase the size of the potty and reset the size of the potty. So that's what you need to do.